Monday, June 16th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. We'll begin with a look at our visibilities out there across the region this morning. A little bit of patchy fog in some spots, especially when you get down into southernmost parts of North Carolina and eastern South Carolina. But as is typical on a summertime morning, the fog will not stick around too long at all. There's your Father's Day high, some 90s covering much of South Carolina and into a few spots in North Carolina, a lot of 80s otherwise there through the state of North Carolina yesterday. And here's your temperatures during the 5 o'clock hour this morning, ranging in the upper 60s and lower 70s in many spots around the region. Dew points, they're back up there now into the mid and upper 60s, and we're going to be looking at a lot of those sticky type of dew point temperatures throughout the week, and the heat's really going to be building on in here as well. High pressure near the Georgia and South Carolina coastal waters this morning, and that'll be a fixture throughout much of the week. And on the backside of that high, we're going to be looking at the heat and humidity building on in here. Now, it's a pretty quiet start to the day in most spots around the region. A few showers back there into the North Carolina mountains and eastern Tennessee mountains. That's about it, though. A few thunderstorms offshore of Florida, too. But certainly, overall, when you look at the southeastern quadrant of the country, it is really, really quiet. And here's the reason why. Big upper level ridge situated overhead throughout the southeast, and that will be with us all work week long. Now, as we get into the weekend, the pattern buckles a bit, and that should allow a backdoor cold front to drop in here and maybe give us a little better chance of a few showers or storms. But overall, throughout the work week, the heat and humidity, that's our primary weather story. So there you go. As we go throughout the day, hot and humid. A few isolated thunderstorms are a possibility, mainly in the mountains, but a couple of them could drift out of the mountains and down into the Piedmont zones. Overall, the heat, that's the big weather story. Today, rather, up into the low 90s, some mid-90s over toward the Sandhills region. And the heat and humidity only getting more significant as we get deeper into the week. A few isolated storms a possibility tomorrow. There's your Tuesday highs, well up into the 90s in many spots across the region. And we keep building on the heat from there. As we get into Wednesday, here's Wednesday's numbers: 94 in Charlotte, 97 in Fayetteville, Raleigh, and Columbia, 94 the high in Greensboro. And again, it's not just getting hotter, it's getting muggy again as well. Our dew point temperature is pretty elevated now as we go through the next several days, up into the uncomfortable and at times even oppressive portion of our dew point comfort scale. Tropical update time, no problems here. Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean Sea, Atlantic Ocean, no sign of any early season tropical development. So again, you look at the upper level pattern off the European model. There's that ridge across the southeast. This is this afternoon, and that ridge only becomes more significant through midweek before, again, that pattern buckles a bit as we head into the weekend. So I'll just scan you through some days here on the European. There's tomorrow, just a few isolated storms. Wednesday, maybe even fewer storms there across the region Wednesday and Thursday. Certainly looks like heat and humidity, the biggest weather stories. Friday, a little better chance of a couple afternoon storms, and then even better chances maybe Saturday and Sunday as that little backdoor cold front moves in from the north. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.